Okay, so Smackdown, huh? Start off with Big Show. What a fucking boring promo this is. You know, you got a guy that hasn't been able to cut promos for nearly 2 decades, and you stick him in front of an audience for 15 minutes. It's just a recipe for disaster. Then we got Cody Rhodes defeating Kofi Kingston. Thank fucking God for that. Kofi Kingston, he's got a bright future ahead of him. You know, they don't know what the fuck to do with him, obviously. They make him grow a mustache for whatever reason. You know, personally, I think I look better with a mustache, but, you know, that's just me. People think that Cody Rhodes is sexy here in the YWC, so, you know, people are just going to tell me I'm ugly or some shit, you know. But that, alright, so, you know, anyway, I'm happy when Kofi loses. I can't wait till this man gets released because he's jobbing like crazy. They obviously have nothing for him. He's never going to be a world champ. He's always going to be a PG bitch. Basically, the guy, you know, he's just fucking hit a brick wall. Every single time the man seems like he's about to ascend, he hits that fucking brick wall and, you know, thank God he falls back down. You can imagine if Kofi Kingston were a fucking champion. You know, he'd have his fucking, you know, a little stupid PG symbol of himself on a belt. I can imagine Kofi Kingston with a customized belt if he were a world champion to be all fucking, you know, yellow and green and whatever the fuck he wears. You know, so thank God he fucking lost again. Then we've got Khali defeating Titus O'Neil, a boring fucking match. Josh Matthews says that Khali's a future Hall of Famer. Hey, you know, Mark Henry comes out and destroys them both. You know, it's funny that the guy that's tossed to the side is more talented than both of these goofs combined. But, you know, Titus O'Neil, he's got the mic skills, the body, everything. But, you know, they don't want to do anything with him. Henry cuts a promo. It's not a horrible promo. To be quite honest, if I have to say something nice about Henry, he has improved his mic skills. You know, he's not horrible. He does have some credibility still as a tough guy. He comes across as tough. And then, you know, a wrestling environment full of fucking wimps and pussies. I guess Mark Henry is a welcome change. Oh, are you happy I said something nice about the WWE or Mark Henry, whatever. You know, so he demands to be in the chamber. He's getting a match tonight against Orton. Whoa. Then it's Big Show defeating Kane. You know something, they have to have this match once a month for some reason. I guess it's some type of, you know, odd sort of cruel and unusual punishment they have to put us through. You have to watch these two washed up goofs fucking wrestling every fucking month. And it's, you know, it's even worse than the month before because they're just fucking getting older. So it's not, you know, two guys, you know, who aren't the most agile to begin with. But, you know, Kane was back in the day pretty agile for a big man. But still, you know, Big Show and Kane, there's not much you could do there. You know, Kane's not really strong enough to lift the Big Show. You know, never has been, not even back in the day. So this is just, you know, it's a recipe for disaster, basically. I remember, you know, a couple of months ago, they had a horrible botch with a choke slam. You know, so these things, it's just not working. Why continue to have a match? You know, they've had this match since '99, since Big Show's got there, and it's never been good. Why keep trying if it's just gonna suck every single fucking time? Then it's Big Show. Del Rio has been suspended, but he's still there. You know, why suspend him if he's gonna show up anyway? Del Rio is there. He's got Big Show's butt up on cinder blocks. Big Show is like, you know, he comes out there, he's, you know, actually, I'm not even really, you know, exaggerating there. That's how he sounded. He wasn't even saying any words. He was just screaming, you know, sounds like a funny cartoon or some shit. You know what I mean? This is like, this is not realistic. You know, when something bad happens, people in real life, you know, they usually swear. They usually go, fuck, shit, son of a bitch, you know, something like that. Not, you know, for example, you know, you forgot your wallet at home, you're not going to be like, rah, rah, rah. You're going to be like, shit, you know what I mean? You're not going to fucking make weird, you know, noises. Basically, the word for that would be automatopoeia. You know, so Big Show make it automatopoeia. Then it doesn't stop there. The PG Madness doesn't stop. PG Madness, woo yeah, doesn't stop. Fucking paint. Del Rio throws paint on Big Show. Big Show starts to cry. You know, I said it months ago when Big Show started crying when Laurinaitis fired him. Here's a guy that, upon his debut, tore through the canvas of the ring, picked up the biggest, you know, company star like a fucking bug, and threw him through a fucking cage. You know, collapsing the cage. You know, it was awesome. Now this man is crying like a bitch. He's frustrated because he had paint dumped on him. Big fucking deal. You know, painters get paint dumped on them all the time. You don't see them fucking crying. Instead of 7 foot, 500-pound tough guy, you know, they pay him, you know, wrestlers, they're paid to be tough, but they're asking this man to not act tough. You know, he's got enough money. Why doesn't he just retire and save his self-respect? Why does he want himself to be subjected to, you know, such a fucking pussy type of personality that they're giving him in this PG era? Then it's Jack Swagger defeating Justin Gabriel. Not a bad match. Pretty good for a short match here. Swagger should be in the chamber. You know, I understand he's won 3 matches. They're not putting him in the chamber. It's just put him in there. It's like, what the fuck? You know, it's not like they got anybody else in there. Yeah, it was alright. You know, Gabriel also a talented wrestler, but you know, both these guys can't talk. And you know, but nowadays no one can talk. You know what the fuck am I saying? No one can fucking talk in this company. So you might as well just push whoever. Because, you know, the guys at the top right now suck fucking dick. So you might as well just, when you really think about it, it's so bad, I even think that Justin Gabriel would make a better champ than The Rock. At least Justin Gabriel doesn't say fucking lame shit, doesn't give us repetitive concerts every single fucking week. You know, at least Justin Gabriel shows up for his matches. Man, you know what I mean? At least he's more athletic than The Rock. He doesn't botch. Justin Gabriel for champion. Then we got Tensai and Drew McIntyre. It ends in a disqualification. That Brodus Clay comes in, saves Tensai from 3MB from the beatdown. And then they start dancing around like a bunch of retards. So basically this is Team Retard. This is the great tag team division that everybody talks in the YWC about. The resurrection of a tag team division. It's going to be, you know, amazing because you got 2 fucking retards dancing around who can't wrestle, who are so out of shape. They've got, you know, fucking bellies the size of boulders. You know, it's like fucking disgusting. You know, the fat is jiggling around. It's too much to bear. You know, now they made these guys a tag team. You know, it doesn't sound good on paper. Why put it into practice? And when it's in practice, it just sucks. So just stop. Why go ahead with something that's so obviously shitty? So trying so desperately to get Tensai over, and for what? You know, this is a guy that had trouble getting over, you know, since the Attitude Era, you know, and at least he was, you know, he was just alright back then, but now they just had to make him into a fucking retard. How could a guy that looks like this, you know, pierced and tattoo, you know, and, you know, like giant monster like this, being treated like a fucking idiot? You know, basically you could have these 2 guys just tearing everybody apart and it would be sort of awesome, but instead they have them dance. You know, it's just like, it's such a no-brainer how they could get these guys over. It's not that hard, but somehow they just don't feel like it. Because, you know, it can't be just me that sees these concepts. I mean, or maybe it is. Then you got Cesaro defeating Sin Cara. A decent match here. Very, very short, like 2 minutes. But Sin Cara did some nice moves in this one. Both these guys are not in the chamber, and it really doesn't make any sense. Obviously you got two guys here that WWE's behind. They want to make something of them. They always talk these guys up on commentary. You might as well put both of them in the chamber. I mean, Rey Mysterio's a broken down mess. He's, washed up. He was once great, but he's not anymore. Sin Cara is a fresh luchador. He's a lot younger than Mysterio. He's a lot healthier than Mysterio. He moves at twice the speed of Rey Mysterio. Antonio Cesaro, they obviously want to make him into a big star. The U.S. belt ain't worth dick. So they might as well just put him in there. Fuck defending it at the pay-per-view. When you got Kali in there and shit like that, and Orton, two guys that just can't cut it anymore, you might as well put some fresh faces in there. When you're in this dire of straits, you might as well just try anything. It might not seem like something that that would make for a truly great match, but it could be better than having Kali in there by putting these guys in. Then it's the main event. It's Mark Henry defeating Orton like under 5 minutes, and thank God for that. Orton being treated like a fucking jobber here, being defeated in no time flat. Doesn't even get 10 minutes. I hope that this is Orton's last year in the fucking company. Over 10 years of just fucking boring ass bullshit. Here and there, Orton did some great things. I'm not going to go all out. There were even times when I've technically liked Orton. Rated RKO comes to mind. That was good. He had a good match with Chris Benoit when he won the title. I will give credit where credit's due. Good feud with Mick Foley. He's had his moments. But most of the time, Orton has fucking bored me to death. He made his name in this company by putting people in chin locks for 5 minutes. There was at one time where that was his only move, basically, in the ring. Then, he does some good shit, kicking McMahon, picking on John Cena's father. You had some good, decent things, but for the most part, he's been awful. And now it's more evident than ever that Orton just can't cut it anymore. It's quite obvious, we're on a PG path to nowhere, PG cliff that we're going to just, fall right over. It's just, Orton's just a fucking has-been. It's done. Just fucking get him out of there already. Mark Henry, a guy that, weighs twice of Orton's weight. You would think Orton would be a way better wrestler, but he's not. Also, Mark Henry is a better talker, actually, a way better talker. As I said, like, his promo tonight wasn't half bad. It was decent. Orton has never had a good promo, ever. Never had a good promo. If you can think of a good promo from Orton, put it in the comments. Link me to the video. Because I have never heard Orton ever captivate my interest. So, there you go, basically. So you got Henry in the chamber. Chamber looks like it's going to suck. The only good wrestler in there is Daniel Bryan. Who else is there, basically? Nobody. Match is gonna, the matches are gonna suck at that pay-per-view, basically. And, they have nobody to blame but themselves for this. There's not gonna be any blood in the chamber. We all know that. You put a PG motherfucker like Kali in there, you're just asking. I mean, what the fuck is this? Last year, they put Santino in there. And now this year, it's gonna be Kali. The first Elimination Chamber, you had Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Rob Van Dam, all these big fucking names. Now you got shit. Alright? Alright. SmackDown, why not the worst show? Wasn't the best. People are going to say there was some decent shit on the show. You're always knocking it, but really, overall, it wasn't that great. It's, basically I just look at this show and I just see a wealth of disappointment. I see a lot of potential being wasted. There's moments on the show where they could have taken advantage of some great shit, but they didn't. Any match that, you know, looked like it could have been something was only 2 minutes. Just fucking retarded. They're not even trying. Not even trying at all.